Yeah, I mean, obviously that wasn't the start that we wanted to have, but it was one of those things that we were confident going into that game, and we were going to stick together as a group and as a team and fight through whatever adversity we faced, and I felt confident out there, and I maybe the first two shots went in, but I wasn't going to let that deteriorate my play from there. And the guys did great at responding, and luckily the ref reviewed it. I didn't even realize he was going to review it, to be honest, and we kind of got a nice little saved goal there, and we were able to regroup from there and finish out the period pretty strong.
Everett Cook, Michigan Daily, any of the three of you guys, how big of a momentum swing was getting that second goal called back?
I think it was huge. They got 2 goals early on. I think it's a different situation. Getting that goal called back, and then we got one on the power play at the end of the first there by a nice goal by John McCarron. We were going into the first intermission pretty confident, and then from there we got one in the second. I thought we played well. We did a great job, killing all those penalties at 2-5 on threes. And then, they got one late, but I think it showed the character of our team to come back and Roger Craig to get that big winner.
Pete Cunningham, AnnArbor.com. When you guys went over to the bench for that timeout, did you think it was for a review, or were you over there just pretty much to gain your composure?
Well, I didn't know. It was just happened so quick, and I was looking at the officials, and they're standing there, and every goal is supposed to be reviewed in the NCAA, and they're standing there in the stand, they're standing there, and he's looking at the bench, and I'm looking at him like, "Are you guys going to go and review it?" And I didn't see them going to review it, and I felt like if he went and reviewed it, we'd have an opportunity to regroup. And so if he was going to go review it, I wasn't going to call a timeout. I'm sorry, I don't even. If he was going to review it, I was going to call a timeout. But if he kept going the way it was going, I just figured we need to regroup here. And then they went over and during the timeout and took a look at it. And so it was, we're hoping to use the video review as the time to regroup. And especially with TV timeouts being 3 of them in a period, you don't want to call your timeout. But we just felt we needed to do it at that point in time.
Greg Bates, College Hockey News. Andy, you seemed really focused just after that second goal was disallowed, and just talk about specifically the second period, just stopping all those shots that they put on you.
Well, I mean, it was one of those things where we ran into a little penalty trouble in the second period, and we made some aggressive, hard plays, and unfortunately we were called for penalties here and there. But it was one of those things where on the PK you want to try to make a few of those big saves, but really just kind of keep the game simple. And our penalty killers tonight were just unbelievable. Especially on that 5-on-3. It's probably some shot blocks that went unnoticed. But those guys were the ones who really stole the show in the second period, and they did a great job, and we were able to build off that momentum going into the third.